An aging parent gets a warning about their cholesterol or blood pressure and decides it's time to get serious. They clean up their diet. The cooking oil gets pushed to the back of the pantry. Beef and pork disappear from the grocery list. Eggs are suddenly a luxury, limited to maybe one a day. Breakfast becomes a bowl of plain white porridge. Lunch is boiled greens. Dinner is just a few cubes of tofu. On paper, this looks like discipline. We often tell them they're doing a great job managing their health. But over a few months, the physical reality often tells a very different story. Their weight drops rapidly. Their legs get noticeably thinner. Suddenly, they need to push off the armrests just to stand up from the sofa. Walking up a flight of stairs becomes a chore, and the fear of a fall turns into a daily anxiety. It is easy to look at those symptoms and assume they are just the natural, inevitable signs of getting old. But when we look at the timing, the strict diet followed immediately by the physical decline, a different pattern emerges. The highly restrictive eating habits intended to prevent illness are, in fact, often the direct cause of this sudden, dangerous frailty. Medically, a clean diet focuses on limiting highly processed foods and excess saturated fats. It does not require removing the foundational building blocks the body uses to repair itself. This diagram compares two biological engines. The left is a younger body, the right is an older body. When we feed both engines the exact same block of protein, the older engine produces significantly less muscle mass. This is anabolic resistance. As bodies age, the internal machinery becomes less efficient at utilizing protein. This creates a mathematical crisis. To maintain muscle, the older engine actually needs a higher target output. But at the same time, a senior's appetite and digestive capacity naturally shrink. The intake funnel narrows while the required quota rises. Because the underlying biological math has shifted, eating small, light meals of vegetables and porridge results in a severe and chronic nutritional deficit. For a 60-kilogram senior, this vertical bar represents their daily protein requirement, roughly 70 grams. A bowl of porridge drops in almost zero protein. A single egg adds about 7 grams. The massive empty space left over is the deficit they face every day. To bridge that gap and survive, the body begins cannibalizing its own muscle tissue to harvest the missing protein. This active breakdown, known as sarcopenia, physically thins the limbs. As muscle mass dissolves, the senior experiences profound weakness. Walking to the store or carrying a bag of groceries becomes exhausting, which leads them to reduce their physical activity. This lack of movement further suppresses their appetite. Because they aren't active, they don't feel hungry, which causes them to eat even less at the next meal. The body is now trapped in a biological loop. Lower protein intake triggers muscle loss, which reduces the ability to move, which in turn kills the appetite. This cycle accelerates toward the same outcome: a catastrophic fall, a bone fracture, and a loss of independence. Supporting an aging body requires a shift in focus. Success is measured by how much nutritional density we can pack onto the plate. This layout shows how to structure a senior's plate. The largest zone is dedicated strictly to protein sources like dairy, fish, and soy. Breakfast is the most important time to implement this, breaking the reliance on plain carbohydrates to meet that daily biological quota early. Lunch and dinner follow the same rule. High-quality proteins, whether from fish, poultry, lean meats, or even soy products, must be present at every meal to stop the body from harvesting its own muscle. Flavor is also a medical priority. Adding healthy fats, moderate salt, and spices keeps the senior eager to eat. When appetite is a struggle, making food palatable is a literal matter of survival. The goal is to move away from the idea of eating light. Every bite must be a functional building block that the body can immediately put to use. Prioritizing protein density and maintaining muscle mass allows the body to retain the physical strength necessary to remain safe and independent. Fortifying the body ensures it can carry you safely through your final decades.